Hello, I'm Terrell Thomas.
And I'm Cregg Armstrong.
Ice, Indy? Atlanta Falcon fans, wipe your tears. Some of them put away the bottles, cancel the barbecues. Mattie Ice, after 14 seasons, has found a new home. The Atlanta Falcons have agreed to trade former franchise quarterback Matt Ryan to the Indianapolis Colts for a third-round pick in the 2022 draft. Now, the deal took place on Monday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon, Mattie Ice and his kids were in Indy being introduced by the Colts.
Hey, man, listen.
For the last few seasons, we've been hearing a whole lot about the coaches being one quarterback away. We know about the pedigree that's been there in Indianapolis, whether you talk about Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, although he retired prematurely and we possibly didn't really get to see his greatness flourish with the Colts. But we know about some of the great quarterbacks that have been there already. Matt Ryan is looking to join that long list in the twilight of his career. Great defense. Possibly the best running back in the league in Jonathan Taylor. One of the best up-and-coming wide receivers in Michael Pittman Jr., but still some holes and some gaps to be filled on the team.
Absolutely.
So talk to me about what you think of Mattie Ice's move to Indianapolis, and then let me know about some of those moves as far as the wide receiver position, the offensive line that need to be filled, and how they can get that done.
Well, like you said, the Colts always felt like they're one quarterback away. It's too bad that they couldn't put this offensive line and this defense around Andrew Luck, because I think they would have been a great back.
I agree.
I mean, you got Ryan Kelly at center. You know, you got Quentin Nelson at guard, but you do have some holes. You need to find you a tackle, maybe another guard. The defense is really the thing that's going to put them over the top. You got DeForest Buckner on the line. You got Darius Leonard at linebacker. Mattie Ice hasn't had this kind of defense probably, it's been years. Atlanta has done a poor job of putting a team around him. So now they need another wide receiver because you can't just rely on Michael Pittman Jr. You have a hell of a running game with Jonathan Taylor. Like you say, it might be the best running back in the league. I think personally is Derrick Henry, but he's in that conversation for sure. You got some wide receivers that are out there in free agency right now. They did bring back T.Y. Hilton, so that's big. He'll be fully healthy this year, so you may get a kick in that. You got OBJ that's still out there. You know, you may be able to bring him in.
I saw him tweeting, saying that he likes that move. It's fire. He likes what Matt Ryan can do. I mean,
you get OBJ, you got a dome. It's a fast track. He's coming off an ACL injury, though, so he may not be ready until later in the season. One move that people have been talking about, you do got one guy out there, Julio Jones, that just got released by Tennessee. Now, if you can get a Julio Jones and that's motivated and fully healthy, that may be somebody who you can rely on as well. So, I mean, with the Colts, they got some room to play with. Now, they did trade their first and second round pick, so they may not have a chance to go into the draft to get their receiver. But it is a deep draft for receivers. You got Drake London. You got Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. You got John Mechie III. You got plenty of receivers that are coming out. Jameson Williams, yeah. Now, John Mechie and Jameson Williams, they're coming off ACL injuries as well. So, I mean, I don't know how much you want to rely on them. But you never know. We'll see. They got some moves to make. Mattie Ice is a big part of it, though. So let's see how it goes.
The Colts have made themselves instant contenders, in my opinion, as far as the AFC picture goes. But if you look at the league and how it's spread out right now, the AFC loaded as far as talent and quarterbacks go. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how everything unfolds. But we'll continue to keep you updated with much, much more. Once again, I'm Terrell Thomas.
And I'm Cregg Armstrong.
Make sure you stay tuned to These Urban Times for all your NFL, sports, and entertainment updates.